Hello friends, in our last video we learned about serial monitor. We learned how to use the serial monitor commands. In this video we will learn to make programs using the serial monitor commands. Now my task here is to display numbers 1 to 10 and they should be displayed like this. First there should be heading number and then 1, 2, this is what I need to display on my serial monitor. Let's do that. The first command is to establish communication between Arduino board and serial monitor. For that, serial.begin and the baud rate 9600. And now first thing is I want to display the heading. I will use command print ln. Why print ln? Because the next number I want to display on the new line. If it was to be displayed on the same line, I would have used just print. But because I want to display it on the new line, I will use print ln. And this number is a constant. So I will have to write it within the double quotes. Okay. Now simple, I will write serial.println1, serial.println2, serial.println3. Is that so? That's not a good way of programming because right now I want to only display up to 10. If I want to display up to 100, I will have to write 100 lines of code. That is not what we will do. We have learned for loop. So we'll make use of for loop and we'll display the number I from the for loop. So for that, for loop we know for, and inside bracket we need 3 arguments. First we are going to use int I is equal to 0. No, I want to display from 1 to 10. So initial value of I should be 1. Then I want to display up to 10. So I should be less than 11. That will ensure it is from 1 up to 10. We will not display 11. And then I plus plus. I has to be increment by 1 because 1, 2, 3, 4 we have to display consecutive numbers. And what should I display? I should display I. So serial dot print ln because every time I want to display on a new line. And I want to display the variable, so I don't need the double quotes because it is not constant, it is a variable. So here it will be I. And that's it. Serial.println I is my action for the for loop. Initially it will display 1, then I will increment to 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. When I becomes 11, the for loop will be exited. So I equal to 11 is not printed. It is only up to 10 which is printed. So that is the code for displaying numbers 1 to 10 on a serial monitor. Now let's say I want to display numbers and their squares like this. The first number and then square here. So for 1, what is the square of 1? It is 1. What is the square of 2? It is 4. Square of 3 is 9. Square of 4 is 16. So I want to display like this. Number and then the square of that number up to 10. We have done program for displaying numbers, but I want now number and square also. So if you see in heading, I have number, then some distance and then square. So what I will need here is do I need print ln here? No, I want print because I want the square word in the same line. but between that I want some distance, a tab distance. So serial print in bracket \t, and then now here I want print ln, because after I write square, the next thing has to go on a new line. So here I'm going to write square. So square cannot be serial.print, but it will be serial.print ln. If I use print here, this number 1 will be printed after square, which I don't want. I want it to be printed on the next line. So we are now printing number, serial.print number. Should I need ln here? No, because after the number I should display its square also. I should display its square. So before that, but I want a tab. And then I want the square of that number. What is a square? Square is number multiplied by itself. So I can just write here I into I. I into I is the square. And my processor is going to do the calculation of I into I. So it will display, initially I is 1, so here it will display 1, and here 1 into 1 is 1, so that is correct. Then I will increment to 2, so here it will display 2, and then 2 into 2 is 4, so it will display 4 here. And that way it will display the squares of numbers 1 to 10. So in these two programs we have seen how to use print command, println command, and how to make use of the \t. You can try to display the number, square, and its cube as well.